Rhinestone rope place, or at least to the gym where we do our practice. Today we're going to be working with leg tricks you can do with your medium-sized rope. Before we get started, press subscribe and ring that bell there, and we'll get going. One of the fun things you can do with your medium-sized loop is you get it going, spin the whole thing out so you can be twisting it with your hand. You got just the right size of rope so you can spin it out here without hitting your leg. Partly that means making a small motion with your wrist and going in and out with one leg. Later on we'll move to passing through the loop, doing it the opposite direction with the other leg, and then doing two legs at the same time, jumping that spoke. I know I did when I was a beginner, and I've seen other beginners trying this trick. And one thing they want to do is they want to see that loop out there and they want to get over into it. Get over into that loop. I would suggest not doing that. I would suggest, as the Honda's coming around the outside, you're going to shift your weight to the offside. As that Honda or your spoke comes past, you're going to step in that loop over the top of that spoke. And you're going to bring that loop underneath your leg. Throw that Honda underneath your leg. Get in over the top of it, get back out, and here we go. One way to do this trick is to just tap your foot. I've seen a lot of ropers do that. I've never really understood it. To me, it doesn't look very good. And it makes it harder to learn, I believe, because you're over here waiting, and you tap your foot, and you're waiting, and you tap your foot, and it's not a good way to keep time. Your loop is going, you want to go on a pretty good clip because the timing you want is this. You don't want to be sitting over here waiting. It's just a regular beat you're going to keep, putting all your weight over here, getting back out. Actually pick this other foot up off the ground. Just going to get our loop going, nice and smooth. We want a good surface like a gym floor so you can put this right skim of the ground with it. I'm going to look at that Honda, try to get in time with it. As the Honda's the outside, I'm going to shift my weight over this way and then shift my weight back in over the top of that spoke. I'm going to bring that loop underneath my leg. Now as I spin this loop, my shoulder and my arm are right out in the center of that loop. The loop is way over here, stepping in over the top of that spoke as it comes past. As you can see, if this loop were much bigger, I couldn't do this very easily. Here I've got just enough space I can do it consistently. But I got to keep this arm right out here. Now as I step in, I'm going to bring that loop in so it's all the way over here. My legs will be spread apart a bit. Step over here and back in. When you're learning this trick, you want to make it easy on yourself. Find a nice surface to work on. Either a basketball gym is the best, or a couple of sheets of plywood. You can do this in dirt. You can do it in grass that's matted down. The more unfriendly your surface is, the harder this trick is going to be to learn. And you might even teach yourself some bad habits by trying to stay up out of the grass. I would suggest making it easy on yourself to learn this trick on a good surface. Once you know the trick, you can make adjustments for when you're working on a poor surface. Okay, so we got our onside leg. Now we're going to dance across the loop. We're going to leave this as the Honda comes around the back, we're going to bring this foot in and we're going to step in, pass it to the other side, and bring it around the back. In relationship to our body, the spin is in the opposite direction. Instead of coming in over the top, we're going to be getting out of the way as it comes from behind. The rhythm will be the same. And we'll practice on the other side for just a bit. Now as I got this rope spinning, I got this leg up on my toe. I want to make sure my weight is on this near leg first, because as the Honda comes around the outside, I'm going to want to shift my weight over to this side so I can unweight this leg. Shift, unweight. I'm going to step in, change hands. The more consistent you can make this loop, the more calm, consistent, the same every circle, the easier it'll be to get in and out of it. And you'll have to do some practicing with your other side, coming around the back. If you're like me, I'm right-handed. My left hand over here wants to make too big a circle, it's oblong, it's all kinds of weird stuff. But as you're doing this trick, you're looking down into that circle. Pay attention to the motion your hand is making and the shape your circle's in. Same here. As you can see, when I'm doing this right-handed, my forearm isn't moving. It's all my wrist, hopefully. You need to work for that on your offside. Look down into that thing. You can practice that for a while. And you want to move it back to your right side. As it comes across, you step in, it comes around, pass it behind your back this time, getting out of the circle, stepping back in with your right side. Shift. we've been doing so far is hopping that spoke with one leg. First the on leg and then the off leg. Maybe dancing across, passing it behind your back, coming back to the on leg. Our last trick we're going to talk about is a double spoke hop. Not that there's two spokes, but you're hurdling or hopping over the spoke with both legs alternately. So you go from your one-legged spoke hop, step in, bring that loop over here. You're going to pick up this off leg as the spoke passes from the front, and then you're going to lift the on leg as the spoke passes underneath. And you'll just keep going. The hard part of this trick is keeping that circle going, and you got to make it right here in between your legs. The good thing is you're looking straight down in the loop. Getting these hip flexors going. Getting these knees up. This is how it looks. There's some basic leg work tricks you can do with your medium-sized rope. I believe these leg work tricks are especially good because you don't have to be a great roper to be able to do them. You don't have to understand all the more difficult rope tricks. These are fairly easily learned as trick roping goes. Nothing about trick ropes is easy. But the other good thing about it is audiences understand. Audiences understand timing. Audiences understand getting your body in and out of the loop. So audiences will appreciate this trick, and you can learn these tricks before you know everything else and do them right off the bat. Anyway, have fun with your rope. I hope you enjoy these tricks. You might check out these other videos that are appearing here. We'll see you next time.